Hi and welcome to Viachakovsky Tarot with me, Viachakovsky. Today I'm doing a monthly reading or monthly prediction of April for those of you who are Sagittarius. Now, I've got, this is a 6-card reading for 4 cards representing the sort of month, the sort of weeks of the month, tying everything together, and then we have 2 cards representing what to release and what to embrace. Now, for you Sagittariuses, we have got the Tower, the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Swords reversed, and the 5 of Pentacles. And then for what to release, we have got the Page of Swords, and what to embrace, we have got the 3 of Wands. Now, what you can hear in the background is a dog chewing, so I apologise for his noise. He has been interrupting a fair amount today. Now we'll start with the 4 cards representing the 4 weeks of the month, and then we'll move on to releasing and embracing. Now we start the month with the Tower. Now the Tower is a very daunting card to get, but it also brings a lot of positivity with it. If you're going through a Tower period, it means that you are going to go through a lot of chaos this month. You're going to go through a lot of uncertainties. You're going to feel like everything around you is sort of falling to pieces. But what the positive of this card is it means that you, at the end of this Tower period, you are going to be presented with a really brand new perspective on things. You're going to have a completely new, changed outlook on life, on yourself, on what you involve yourself in, and it eventually is going to change you for the better. I recently had a very, very bad Tower period. It was combined with Mercury retrograde. It was an absolute mess, but everything turned out really well. So don't be afraid of the chaos that is happening, because it is all for the better. It is all going to change you as a person, and it's going to be a very positive thing in the end. Now we move on to the 2 of Swords, which kind of implies this idea that you are going to find this real strength in the sort of conflicting yin-yang parts of yourself, and sort of find a new sort of way to confront what is put in front of you. And oh my goodness, he is going to town on that bone. Oh my goodness. You are going to find a really strong way to confront what you're sort of presented with, and you're going to feel very connected with sort of making decisions and working together. And this could be within yourself. This could also, maybe if you're in a relationship, this could be with your partner. Maybe this Tower period will bring you 2 together, and will make you 2 stronger, and will make you 2 and will help you 2 in the long run. It also, when we move on to the 5 of Swords reversed, it also feels like this Tower period is going to help you learning how to cut your losses, essentially. Sort of teaching you to not get held back by what you have lost, but to learn how to handle it and how to deal with it. Sort of by not spending all your time focusing on what will happen in the future, and spending your time focusing on what will happen to you now. Maybe if something that you've struggled with in the past is sort of spending too much time looking forward, or spending too much time looking back, whereas you need to be more focused in the present. And I feel like this sort of Tower period is really, really going to sort of enhance this living in the moment, and sort of not being held back or being weighed down by losses and by things that haven't exactly gone your way, because you will have the strength to sort of deal with it and to face it. We then end the month with the 5 of Pentacles, which is a very sort of which is a very good card to sort of end on, because it feels like with all this sort of learning experiences through these 3 cards, is you're going to have built up a lot of resilience and a lot of resistance, and this sort of ability to carry others through the storm. Essentially, you're going to have this sort of real strength and knowledge for and sort of have faith in yourself to be this leader, to be this guidance for others that maybe are with you but not quite going through what you're going through, or are just sort of in the process of struggling, and you're going to be able to help them through it and be like, hey, I've just been through all of this and look at me now, you can do it as well. And you will be seen as a leader, as opposed to sitting back and just not knowing how to deal with anything that is presented in front of you. So don't be afraid of the Tower. The Tower brings a lot of constructive criticism, essentially. It really makes you look at yourself and think about yourself, and once it's all over, you will have built up the walls again, to know how to deal with things that don't go your way, perhaps. So then we move on to what to release and what to embrace. We've got the Page of Swords and the 3 of Wands. So I'm going to start with the 3 of Wands because this really ties in with the 5 of Swords reversed, with this idea that what you need to embrace is living in the moment and living in the present, and not looking to the future, not looking at where you're going to be, just looking at what you're doing now and how it is helping you grow. Like, really looking at the connections you're making, the unity of what's going on around you, and how it is helping you in the present. This card is ruled by Aries, so there is this very aggressive, intense sort of urge to progress for yourself for the now, and to focus on the now. And you've got a lot of opportunity to grow and to reconnect with maybe old hobbies, or maybe people around you. You have a lot of opportunity to reconnect with those parts of yourself and those people to help you grow for now in the present. And then we have the Page of Swords for what to release. And it feels like the Page of Swords as what to release is kind of suggesting for you to again live in the moment, not just sit back and observe. Like, just actually get involved in things that are presented to you, actually really attack them, or like go into them head on, and not just sit back and watch it happen for others, or watch others sort of progress while you do not. As I said with the Tower, you need to actually embrace this chaos. You need to actually like sort of learn from it and listen to it to grow, instead of just sort of sitting back and allowing it to consume you, as it were, which is what the Page of Swords, I feel, is telling you to let go of. And you need to actually confront things, and you need to actually get involved. So that was the month of April for you Sagittarius signs. I hope you liked your reading, and I hope it resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments if it did. I would love to read them, and I've also left all my links in the description below, so you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and there's also an opportunity to donate if you would like to. If not, thank you for joining me, thank you for supporting me. I'll be back next month, so be sure to like and subscribe so you do not miss out on anything.